Hello everyone. Life's challenges don't wait for the perfect moment. They come at you daily demanding clarity, strength, and peace. What if there was a spiritual practice so transformative that it could ground you no matter what chaos surrounds you? Without this practice, you risk staying stuck in cycles of stress, distraction, and disconnection, losing touch with your true self in the rush of daily life. Are you ready to unlock the one spiritual habit that can bring balance, meaning, and power to your everyday existence? Let's dive in. In today's world, we often find our minds busy with thoughts about what has happened or what is yet to come. These thoughts often don't serve us well, as they can lead to regrets or worries, making it hard to enjoy the present moment to the fullest. When we turn our attention away from distractions and embrace the present moment, we can discover a deep sense of peace and clarity. Being present is all about releasing the mental clutter that often distracts us from truly experiencing life. We start to understand that the only moment we really have is the one we are experiencing right now. Practicing presence is all about enjoying the simple moments and being aware of them. Nothing too complicated. When you're walking, eating, chatting, or just relaxing, tuning into the sensations, sounds, and your surroundings can really help keep your mind connected to the present moment. Rather than stressing over what could come next or feeling bad about the past, you get to embrace what's happening in the present moment. This practice can really make a difference in everyday situations. When we focus on the present moment, we take back control from our wandering minds. We let go of stress, anxiety, and mental distractions. As we practice being present, it gets easier to let go of those pesky, negative thought patterns. This shift from mind to moment allows us to fully experience life, where genuine joy and spiritual connection can be found. It's all about welcoming what is, without any judgment or resistance. Taking a moment to notice your surroundings, your breath, and your feelings can really help you feel grounded in the present and prevent those overwhelming thoughts from taking over. When you take a moment to be present, you find a way to reconnect with your true self, creating a deeper bond with the world around you and the vibrant energy that flows through everything. This is the starting point for your spiritual journey. Letting go of the ego is such an important part of our journey towards spiritual growth. Sometimes our thoughts can be influenced by our ego, leading us to develop a sense of identity based on what we've achieved, how we look or what we've achieved, how we look or what we own. It enjoys making comparisons, forming judgments, and looking for external validation, always on the lookout for approval and recognition from others. When we connect with the ego, we can find ourselves caught in a loop of self-criticism, pride, and insecurity. Letting go of the ego doesn't mean we ignore our uniqueness. Instead, it helps us see that our thoughts, feelings, and outside situations don't define who we are. We are so much more than the labels and roles we give ourselves. To start letting go of the ego, we should focus on being aware. Noticing when the ego takes charge is the first step. This involves being aware and noticing our thoughts without being critical. Once we notice how the ego affects us, we can start to loosen its hold. One of the best ways to step back from the ego is to welcome humility. Humility helps us let go of the desire for validation and approval. It helps us understand that we are all equal, neither above nor below anyone else. Humility opens the door to genuine connection and personal growth, allowing us to be free from the worries of judgment or failure. Another important part is releasing the desire to control everything. The ego enjoys having control, often seeking to steer situations in its favor. But the more we attempt to control things, the more stress and anxiety we tend to feel. Letting go of control and embracing things as they come helps us enjoy life in a more complete and peaceful way. When we practice letting go of the ego, we discover a more profound sense of peace and authenticity. Rather than just reacting to what's happening around us, we discover how to respond with a sense of inner clarity and wisdom. We start to let go of our attachment to outcomes and shift our attention to the present moment. When we let go of the ego's illusions, we discover a deeper understanding of our true selves and foster a stronger connection with the world around us. This change brings enduring freedom, happiness, and personal growth. Being in the present moment is the heart of a meaningful spiritual journey. It's common for our minds to linger on what has happened before or to fret about what lies ahead, and this can create feelings of stress, anxiety, and a bit of distance from the present moment. When we dwell on past regrets or worry about future fears, we overlook the beauty of the present moment. Right now is the only time we really have. It's the place where life unfolds, allowing us to act, feel, and connect with one another. To truly enjoy the present, we should practice mindfulness, which means being completely aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without any judgment. Right now, let's keep things simple and clear, without any extra mental clutter. When we release past attachments and future expectations, we create room for clarity and inner peace. This practice needs a bit of dedication and ongoing mindfulness. It's quite common to get sidetracked by the endless stream of thoughts our minds produce, but the more we bring our attention back to the present moment, the simpler it is to feel centered. Every moment gives us a chance to reconnect with our true selves, away from the distractions of our thoughts and outside influences. One important aspect of enjoying the present is to nurture a sense of gratitude for what's happening right now. When we recognize the beauty and abundance surrounding us, we cultivate a genuine appreciation for the simple joys in life. The warmth of the sun, the sound of birds, and the company of loved ones all come together to create experiences that truly bring a deep sense of fulfillment. By concentrating on what's right in front of us instead of getting lost in distractions, we can cultivate a deeper and more fulfilling connection with life. Being in the present moment helps us tackle challenges with a sense of grace and wisdom. Rather than responding from past hurts or worries about the future, we start to really connect with what's going on right now. We embrace life with an open heart, letting go of judgments and assumptions. This helps us find peace and flow, even when things get tough. Since we often get caught up in thoughts that distract us from the present moment, practicing self-awareness is truly one of the most impactful spiritual practices. It's all about being able to notice our thoughts, feelings, and reactions without getting wrapped up in them. In a world full of distractions, we can easily get caught up in the endless stream of thoughts and happenings around us, making it hard to connect with our true selves. Being self-aware allows us to step back from all that mental chatter and understand that our thoughts and feelings don't define who we are. It helps us enjoy life with clarity, enabling us to make thoughtful decisions instead of just reacting based on what we've learned before. To grow in self-awareness, we need to start by recognizing our usual thought patterns and emotional reactions. This involves being open to experiencing discomfort and allowing difficult emotions to be felt without trying to push them away. By being self-aware, we can notice when we're reacting out of fear, anger, or insecurity, and instead opt to respond from a place of calm and wisdom. This practice helps us gain a better understanding of our inner world, allowing us to discover the unconscious beliefs that often influence our behaviors. Self-awareness is all about observing ourselves with kindness and recognizing that we are all on a journey of growth, not about judging ourselves or striving for perfection. As we become more aware of our mental and emotional states, we can start to let go of limiting beliefs and old patterns that don't help us anymore. Being aware helps us make choices that reflect our true values and intentions, instead of being swayed by fear or hasty impulses. When we focus on self-awareness, we find ourselves more engaged in our everyday moments. We begin to truly live instead of just going through the motions, embracing every moment in our relationships, work, and personal time. Noticing our feelings and thoughts allows us to respond more thoughtfully. It opens up a wonderful opportunity for mindfulness, allowing us to decide how to respond instead of just reacting without thought. This practice of self-awareness brings a wonderful sense of peace and clarity, helping us to navigate life with more purpose and authenticity. Living in alignment with your values is such a wonderful spiritual practice that helps you create a life filled with authenticity and joy. Each person has their own special set of values, which are the principles and beliefs that shape their identity and what they believe in. Living in harmony with our values brings a wonderful sense of inner peace and clarity, as our actions truly represent who we are. To start living in harmony with your values, it's important to first recognize what those values are. Take a moment to think about what really matters to you, whether it's love, honesty, growth, freedom, or compassion. Knowing your core values provides a solid base for making choices in all areas of your life. When you have a good understanding of what truly matters to you, you can start to see how your current life matches up with those values. Often, we find ourselves influenced by outside pressures, like what society expects, family needs, or our own ambitions, which can steer us away from our true beliefs. Living in alignment means having the bravery to make choices that reflect our values, even when those choices might not be the simplest or most widely accepted. This might involve establishing boundaries, declining things that don't benefit us, or chasing goals that truly resonate with our genuine wishes instead of seeking outside validation. Living in alignment with our values helps us create a life that genuinely reflects who we are. This alignment brings a wonderful sense of satisfaction, as we are now living for ourselves and not just to please others or fit into societal expectations. Instead, we are following our inner compass, guiding us toward greater fulfillment and peace. Challenges may come our way, but as long as we remain grounded in our values, we can face them with strength and understanding, confident that we are headed in the right direction. Living in alignment is a continuous journey of staying true to who we are, embracing what truly resonates with us, and gently releasing what no longer benefits our lives. The power of presence is such a wonderful and transformative spiritual practice that we can easily bring into our daily lives. Being present means truly engaging in the moment, without distractions or mental clutter getting in the way. It's all about intentionally releasing the past and future and fully embracing what's happening in the present moment. This practice helps us enjoy life with more clarity and awareness, instead of getting lost in the endless flow of thoughts and worries that can fill our minds. Being present means we need to gently redirect our focus from the usual thought patterns that often draw us into the past or future. When we find ourselves lost in thought, we often tend to either revisit past experiences or look forward with a bit of anxiety to what lies ahead. When we pay attention to the present moment, we break this cycle and ground ourselves in the here and now. It can be as easy as focusing on our breath, feeling the sensations in our body, or taking a moment to really notice the world around us. As we embrace presence, we start to view the world in a whole new light. We start to notice the beauty and richness of life that we often miss when our minds are busy with chatter. Being present helps us connect more deeply with ourselves and those around us as we let go of distractions from our thoughts or judgments. Instead, we are completely open to the experience, whether it's chatting with a loved one, soaking in nature, or diving into a creative project. Additionally, being present offers a sense of calm and tranquility that supports us in facing life's challenges more smoothly. Being present helps us to be less reactive and more responsive, allowing us to make decisions from a place of clarity instead of emotional overwhelm. This practice helps us connect more deeply with ourselves, letting us enjoy life with balance, calmness, and appreciation. If you want to continue on your journey of self-discovery, Make sure to subscribe to this channel to assure living more in the present moment. Reply with the word "now" in the comments if this message resonated with you and if you want to continue growing in the future. Also, consider giving this video a likes or sharing it with someone who might benefit from a gentle reminder to slow down in life and be more awake.